Hey, all my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel, where we embrace our femininity, increase our womanly value, and celebrate our brothers. So join me on our feminine journey to learn, heal, and grow. Hey there, my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel. I'm your hostess, femininity, culture, and author of the Crimson Cure, and this is my perspective. How we doing today? Can everybody hear me and see me? By the way, I'm glad that even though it has not been popular for me to, for whatever reason, for me to talk about the Carmelo Anthony case and the Rick Chow case, I'm glad I'm talking about it. Hold on for 2 seconds. Um, I'm actually glad that I have been talking about it, because while I know that there are comments that's from bots, there are comments that are from mayonnaise people, there are also comments from people who call themselves look like us and are quote unquote black. What's good, Torian? You probably this right up your alley. The reason I'm glad I'm talking about it is because there is a lot of exposure happening in the black community, and I'm happy to see it on the one end because the exposure needs to happen, and on the other end I'm sad about it because we still have a certain mindset when it comes to cases like these, different cases, stories we might hear, news stories that we might hear, and we don't really think, we say we thinking critically about these stories, but we don't. We believe anything that's told to us without actually thinking critically or imagining the circumstances and the scenarios surrounding these things that we hear. In other words, putting these things in real world, how we know the real world work, to understand the dynamics that even though it's not being said in a news report, we know the difference. I did a video this morning, today's earlier video. Go check it out if you want to check it out. And apparently the footage itself was old, but it didn't matter. It wasn't that old because it was still pertinent. Most people had the reaction that we really supposed to have about certain things. And then there are like comments like, oh, you know what I'm saying? It was even comments like, oh, if some men had been there, then the white boy wouldn't have acted like that. It was definitely a man there. He was definitely pinning the man. I'm gonna continue to speak on subjects like this as appropriate as they arise, as I need to speak on them. because too many of us as Black Americans have gotten way too comfortable in thinking that there has been some type of progress in this country in terms of how people think and how people see you, and how if they feel like they have an opportunity to, they'll act on those thoughts and feelings. We have made superficial progress. And it's not really to knock it. It's just that, you know, these people think a certain kind of way. They didn't stop. They did not stop. Y'all thinking that y'all enemy have suddenly become your friend or at least neutral? No. They're not neutral because we have not truly had an opportunity to neutralize them. So it's not neutral. They just realize that it's not acceptable. The blatant violence and things of that nature that they were accustomed to doing, it's not gonna really go their way all the time. So they try to be strategic about who and where and when. Thank you so much for kicking off the contribution. I greatly appreciate you, Lydell. So I didn't know you were live, sister. Got you though. Thank you so much. I appreciate you very much. We're going to get to this Asian stuff. Because to date, I have not seen an outpouring from the Asian community condemning the actions of Rick Chow. I have not seen that, not in any major way. Individuals, perhaps. I have not seen any, you know what I'm saying, just a general sense from the Asian community, like, man, you know what I'm saying, what happened, that was pretty bad. You know, you're not supposed to run nobody down and do that. You know, we own businesses and we know how frustrating it can be to think that somebody might be shoplifting, but still, that's not a reason to take somebody's life. We had a lot to say about the disproportionate force in the Carmelo Anthony case. Oh, well, it was a school altercation and it should not have ended up that way. Even if we feel that way, even if that's true, I'm not going to argue that point at all. But nobody said that there was a excessive use of force in the Rick Chow case. Everybody justifying it. The majority of people, white, Asian, and Black people, are actually justifying it. They don't see nothing wrong with none of it. So as a result of the verdict finding Rick Chow not guilty, Black people kind of was like, we gonna boycott y'all. Now, that was like a loose sentiment. We gonna boycott y'all. Then you had this idiot here. This the one that really got Black people panties in a bunch about it. This one right here. As he tried to talk about Black people with a fitted cap. Do you understand what I'm saying? He's trying to talk about Black people with a fitted cap on. They don't do that in mainland China, my guy. That's not your culture. That's not the culture of mainland China, a fitted. But listen to the foolishness.
I love when the Black community says, let's boycott Asian businesses. Please do. We'll get rid of the Chinese takeout, the dry cleaners, the laundromats. Let's get rid of the liquor stores as well. Get rid of the Jordans you guys wear, the Nikes you wear, the shower caps, the Hondas, the Hyundais, all your car electricians, the electronics in your house, the Sony, the TV system, your sound system, the microphones that you guys use to rap and speak about awareness for the Black culture and the hip hop culture. Where do you think that's made in? That's made all in Asia. And here's another thing for you guys. You guys want us to leave the neighborhood so bad? Oh, Asian people are in our neighborhoods? We're in white neighborhoods. We have our own Chinatown. We have our own Koreatown. You think we really need you guys to benefit off and make money? A lot of us do go to college as well. You're being outworked by immigrants who barely speak English. And you're not embarrassed? Go to the bank, start your own businesses, and deal with your own people. I want to see your own women get on their hands and knees and do pedicures and manicures and deal with nasty-ass attitudes, okay? Please, boycott Asian business. I'm all for it.
After reading your comment, I went ahead and did a little.
Man, you know what? I didn't realize that it was that I had clicked the one that had I didn't realize that I had clicked the one that had more to it. I don't know what she said, but we're gonna listen to it anyways.
A little extra digging into Mr. Rick Chow, and boy did I find out some information. You are 100% telling the truth, because this is not Mr. Rick Chow's first time being violent or shooting at one of his customers. There were over 100 911 calls placed to his stores in the years before this teen was fatally shot. Over 100 calls in the past 5 years to this store, to be exact, ranging from assault, larceny, shoplifting, motor vehicle theft, vandalism, robbery, and burglary. In May of 2015,
I'm not too interested in that, only because we know he have a history. We know that he has a history. I want to talk about the guy with the fitted and the bootleg trying to talk like he Black. The reason why that got Black people in a bunch is because what you mad about? Your man's got off. And that boy's still in the ground. So what you mad at? That's been my question. What you mad at? What are the Asians that's got something to say on this internet? What are y'all mad at? Because somebody said they was going to boycott your store, so you got mad? I guarantee you, we do not need that little mystery meat fried rice you got, liquor stores, none of your cleaners, and none of your little, y'all the one with the attitude in the nail shop. Y'all got the attitude. Come in the nail shop, speak, y'all don't speak. Come in the nail shop, sit down, get your nails done. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no ruckus, and you're not doing anything but paying to get your nails done like everybody else. And you got to have a funky little attitude given your way, little funky energy. I'm going to tell, side note, Black women, many of us like to get our nails done, acrylic overlays and all that kind of stuff. The reason why the Asians have overtaken the nail salon and the nail business is because y'all don't even offer the same services. This is a sidebar to Black women who want to do nails. I have had the darndest time trying to find Black-owned nail shops. And when I do find them, y'all don't do acrylics, y'all don't do this, y'all don't do that. It's a $30 deposit, it's a rule book. Y'all do too much. Y'all too scared to lose $1 to make $1. You so scared to lose $1, you can't make $1. Them Asians don't care whether you come in that shop or not. They don't take deposits. It's just that if you 15 minutes late or so to your appointment, just know that you might not get service that day. They good. They don't care whether you get your nails done or not. Or you can sit there and wait. Or be on time next time. I seen them turn them right back out that door. You 20 minutes late. Oh, yeah, I know. And it's don't just be black women. It's just be women in general. Oh, yeah, I know. We got a full thing today. You want to reschedule? I got to reschedule. Yes. Black women, y'all be doing too much. Y'all do too much. The only reason that other ethnicities can't lock down hair salons is because they can't do our hair. They don't know how to do our hair. Only we know how to do our hair. That's why your hair salon is suffering. But them nails and the other beauty services and things of that nature, y'all be doing too much. Back to the routine. I'm trying to figure out what the Asian community mad at. Y'all come into our neighborhoods and open these stores because white people won't have you. White people will not have you. Y'all are mad, but white people don't like you. This one mad too. Hold on. This one was mad too. I could no longer find the actual video. I could only find the still, the picture of it, because this is the aftermath. The Asian woman who went viral for calling black people criminals, defending Cyrus getting deleted her account after people found out she got arrested for fraud, grand theft auto, filed for bankruptcy in the past, and tried to change her name to Monica to avoid embarrassment. So this one right here went on a rant. I was unable to really say, I thought I saved that video. I get so many, it'd be getting past me. But anyway, she went on a little rant that's not really worth listening to. But she was like, oh, you know what I'm saying? It's good that he got, deleted because y'all be doing all kind of criminal activity and blah, 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 blah. She had a lot to say. Finds out she a whole career criminal. You got a rap sheet, ma'am. Then go and delete it. I'm going to show y'all something else.
So I've been seeing this online. I've been meaning to address it. And there's been certain Asian people on here. And I know that they do not represent the entire Asian community when I say this. So anyone in the Asian community that's been following what I'm saying, that supports what I'm saying, that supports rights and freedom and just, good vibes for all, this ain't aimed at y'all. So hopefully y'all don't take offense to this. But for those in the Asian community that are going after the black community, y'all need to stop. Okay? Y'all need to stop showing out for crackers because they are not y'all's friends. Last time I checked, crackers are the only people that have ever dropped an atomic bomb on Japan. They're the only people that have dropped Agent Orange on Vietnam. They're the only people that did the My Lai massacre. And that's just off the top of my head. So white people are not y'all's friends. They have never been. Crackers have never been y'all's friends. But the black community has had y'all's backs. Like any rights y'all have is because of the rights that black America fought for So y'all need to really recalibrate who's on your side, who's had y'all's backs, and who's y'all's enemies. Because white people are not y'all's friends. They never have been. And unless something major changes in white culture, they're going to keep going and do the same shit they've always been doing. And y'all going to be catching the brunt end of it just along with everyone else that isn't them. So, just let y'all know.
I didn't hear a lie. That white man sat there and told you point blank, we not your friend. Huh? You want to ingratiate yourself under the banner of whiteness. We never gave you that invitation. We never told y'all could be white. We did not extend the umbrella of whiteness to you. You have been used by proxy to do certain things, but we don't like you either. We never have. We've been the main ones putting y'all through it in y'all mainland countries. Put Japan through it. Drop the bomb on them, put them in internment camps. Put Vietnam through it. Vietnam ended up winning the war, but still put you through it, still took you down through there. Been taking Asian countries down through there over the decades. The other one with the fitted cap, let me go back to him for a second. He started talking about some dang on TVs and this got made in China. America is made in China, my guy. America is made in China. Let's understand that. We're not talking about manufacturers. And you don't own mainland China. You're not even in mainland China. The Chinese that are on their homeland doing business, we're not talking about them. They're not in our communities running them up. That's not what they are in their country. They are not bothering black people. Whether they like us or not is irrelevant to the fact that because they are not here. We are not talking about car parts, where you get your this and that from and your TVs and all of that. We're not talking about all that. Plenty of us is driving Hyundais, Toyotas, and Hondas, and we ain't gonna stop driving them. You got that? We not talking about them. We talking about you. Because you the one over here. You're here acting a fool and thinking that you're white. That's what you're doing. We're not talking about Chinese that's in Shanghai and all that. We're not talking about them. They are over there minding their Chinese business. They got to try to figure out how they going to procreate with each other because they don't even like each other. Figure that out. Why don't y'all pack up and go back over there and make sure that the Chinese population do not die out? Because in y'all's bid to try to become an international superpower, you said we don't need no women. We need men in our society. So y'all created all types of legislation in order to limit how many children can be born. You did not want the girls to be born. You have a whole society of men now, and you're gonna die out because there are no women. Because your women don't even like y'all. Y'all achieved the economy that you wanted, but you're not gonna live long enough to enjoy it because the Asian woman won't Mr. Cartwright, and that's who she going for. Figure that out. people are doing. We can procreate. Ain't nothing wrong with us. We got economic external things that affect our birth rates and marriage rates and things of that nature. We got our own stuff going on, but we can procreate, and we like each other enough to lay down in that bed, regardless of what we think the relationship status is, and the so-called gender war and all that kind of stuff. We like each other enough. We can sure look at each other and say, I want a piece of that, and get on in that bed, whether you like it or not. We can do that. We do that. We certainly do. Y'all ain't even like each other. Y'all women despise y'all. Just like they be trying to talk about, on the dating sites, black women are not the desired, but the least desired men are y'all, the Asian men. And it ain't because you ugly, because there's a lot of Asian men that's attractive. Y'all run around, and them women do not like y'all because of the way, probably because of the way culturally that you've treated them. That's probably why they don't like you. It's enough of them women to be with y'all. They don't want to be with y'all. They have the autonomy to move around, and that is what they have done. Once they got unshackled to you, where they ain't got, it's not as culturally shameful to be with a white man. It's not culturally shameful for them to be with a white man at all. But it's a little less culturally shameful to be with a black man and other kinds of men. Them women is headed out of there, baby. Them women said, peace. They said, we gone, we out. We out. And you can't say they're not wife material. It's you. It's the men. It's the Asian men. That's you the problem. Because all the other men say them women is good women. Y'all the problem. I don't hear no whole bunch of men complaining about they Asian wives is doing this and doing that. I don't hear a whole lot of that. You, on the other hand, they the ones in a male loneliness epidemic. It's bad too. And you want to sit around and wonder what's going on with black people? None of your bees wax. Y'all don't even have enough decorum to come into a neighborhood and a community that don't belong to you and have good character as you do business. You come into the neighborhood suspicious. You come into the neighborhood, you know what I'm saying, looking for trouble. You look for the trouble. You look for the trouble. Then want to talk about, the most violence that Asians have had against us have come from the black community. That's because you come where we at. We certainly don't go where y'all at. So the violence is proximity, because you here. There's proximity violence. If you went and had all your business in white neighborhoods, you get assaulted by them, because white folks is violent. White mayonnaises is violent. They like fighting. Mayonnaise is like fighting. Mr. and Mrs. Cartwright like a good fight, baby. Because that's almost what they good at. That's almost one of the very few things you can count on one hand and have some fingers left over that they actually good at. They good at picking a fight, baby, and a mess around and win. You just ain't made them mad. Saltine is violent. Saltines is violent. How do you think they was able to colonize pretty much the world? Violence, wanton violence. Having no bottom, no boundary to what they will do to achieve their goal. That's how they got into colonization, because they the minority of the world. How did they do that? Because they're willing to go to a length you are not. Most people in the world, especially any kind of melanated people, any type of people with culture, we have a moral sense. There's certain things we don't want to do. See, a saltine don't care nothing about all that. They don't care nothing about all that. They don't care who they got to hurt and who they got to talk about and what they got to do. And in order to achieve their goal and preserve themselves, oh, baby, you out. You out. They didn't have no qualms about dropping them bombs on y'all. That the old man that flew one of them planes, he passed away. But before he passed away, they asked him about that. They said, well, do you feel bad, in retrospect, that you had to fly the plane and drop that bomb on them people, knowing all of the destruction that it was going to reap on them people? That man, that old saltine sat there and laughed. He said, I don't feel bad. He said, I was doing my job. I was doing I was fighting on for my country, and I don't care. He said, it is what it is, whatever. They shouldn't have hit us with Pearl Harbor. He said you should have minded your business. He said y'all should have minded the business that paid y'all. He said you got what you got coming to you. So y'all get the little proximity violence that you get because you are in the proximity. Black people don't come to Chinatown. We don't come to Koreatown. We don't come to Little Japan. We don't come to none of them places where y'all are concentrated to do nothing to y'all. Y'all run y'all business in the worst hoods. Not only do you come to the Black community, y'all come to the worst hood. You want to open up a gas station on O Block in 2010. What's wrong with you? Huh? You want to have a beauty supply store on 63rd and King Drive and think you ain't supposed to have no trouble? Everybody got trouble over there. What are you talking about? You go to the grimiest part of the hood, open up a store, and think you're not supposed to have hood stuff going on. That's because y'all don't know nothing about the hood. You just grabbed it because the rent was cheap for the place. It was cheap. It was cheap overhead. You know what I'm saying? You got your little loans and grants and blah, 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 and it was cheaper over there. White folk won't have you. Heard that white man say, we not your friend. If Black people be trying to be cool with you, no smoke for the Cartwrights. They stealing your women left and right. No smoke. Y'all want to talk about somebody's criminal history? Y'all are scam artists as well. Don't trust no Asian with no stuff. Y'all scam. Y'all runs little money scams and little credit card scams. Ain't nobody stupid. Y'all likes to skim off the top of them stores. You overcharge. You don't want to give folks they change and don't want to give the receipts and all that kind of. Ain't nobody got time for all that. Let me go to this commercial break. After these messages, we'll be right back So I need everybody to go to ashkicking.com. If you want to keep your skin looking and feeling its absolute best, then you need the body butter that's on the screen right now. If this is going to be your first order, please take advantage of the 10% discount using the promo code Crimson at checkout. Once again, the link is pinned to the top of the chat, ashkicking.com. Oh, you guys are bam, 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 bam. You got to hit the like button. Bam, bam. You got to go ahead and hit the like button. Thank you. HVAC said we need to talk about this more. This GW content has reached its peak, not to mention we have the Chud case, and if that guy gets off for what he did, he might not get off. I get your point, and I agree with you. But he might not get off. The judge in his case ain't playing with him. I don't think that judge like him and don't like what he did. Chud done put himself in a dilly of a pickle. Once again, thank you. HVAC said, where's all the smoke for 1945, 53, and 72? No smoke for the three of the deadliest wars that involves them. None for Mr. Cartwright. Exactly. Thank you, Twin. What's going on, Twin?
Mr. Grid!
What's poppin', Twin?
How's it going?
Hey, you doing?
So Twin ain't mad at us, but Mr. Cartwright militarized Caucasians with their own help, turned Ling Ling into prostitutes and bombed them worse than Tulsa. They better go find their inner chi. Exactly. Not sincerely, Mr. David Carradine. Not David Carradine. If y'all don't know, if y'all too young for David Carradine, look it up. Thank you again. HVAC said I almost wiped Korea off the map in 53. No smoke. Plus, isn't Ling wanting black men now, not their own men? So their women are chasing us. They almost got Speed and Ashton Hall. This why they resent passport bros. The away team comes in and takes their women. They were all over that boy Speed and Ashton too. They were mad. And thank you, TKL's a Dollar General chicken spots with Africa's liquor stores and weed shops all over the Bronx in New York, especially the South Bronx. And going back, before I get back into it,
how do you know when you're doing a proper push-up? You don't know, and you won't know until you have one of these. Are you tired of doing push-ups and not seeing the results you want? It's probably because you're not getting a full range of motion. Cheating your reps means you're cheating yourself out of gains. But what if there was a way to guarantee a perfect, full-range push-up every single time? Introducing the Proper Push, the revolutionary machine designed to transform your workout and make every rep count. Watch this. As you go down, the Proper Push ensures your chest touches the button. Then you have to come all the way up, hitting the top button, forcing you to complete a full range of motion. This isn't just about going up and down. It's about maximizing muscle activation. With every proper push-up, you're intensely engaging your chest, shoulders, triceps, and core. Consistent, full-range reps are the secret to building real strength and a chiseled physique. But the Proper Push does more than just guide your form. It has a built-in rep counter. That's right, no more losing track or getting distracted. The machine counts for you, so you can focus 100% on your effort and breathing, pushing your limits without the mental gymnastics. This is accountability like you've never experienced before. It holds you to a higher standard, turning every workout into a session that builds elite-level strength. Think about it. While others are doing half reps, you'll be mastering perfect form, becoming truly elite. The Proper Push isn't just for experts either. If you're just starting out, the plank mode is perfect for building foundational core strength. And for the seasoned athletes, the timer mode will challenge you to crank out as many perfect reps as possible against the clock. This isn't just another piece of gym equipment. This is the dawn of a new era in fitness. An era where you are held accountable, where every single rep makes you stronger, and where you become the elite athlete. The superior trainer, the ultimate warrior you were always meant to be. This is the first of its kind. This is the future. Welcome to the era of the Proper Push. Click the link below to get yours, and start your transformation today. Thanks for watching, and get ready to push properly.
The link is pinned to the top of the chat, theproperpush.com/VIP. And you want to click that link in order to unlock your VIP exclusive offer for only $1. And there are only 100 spots. And what you get for that is 20% off the Proper Push when the product is ready to launch. Plus access to exclusive discounts. You'll get exclusive Proper Push merchandise, instant alerts when the Kickstarter goes live, and first access to early bird Kickstarter rewards and limited deals. So what you want to do is click the link, put your email in and verify it. Once you do that, you'll be sent an invitation to unlock your VIP exclusive reward. That'll be in your inbox. If it's not in your inbox, then check your spam and your junk folder. Make sure that you reserve your VIP spot for the Proper Push. Once again, the link is pinned to the top of the chat, properpush.com/VIP. Also, all of our sponsored links are in the description of every video and live stream. Okay? The one thing I was going to say, wasn't it just a couple of years ago they was begging black men for sperm? And to come over there and impregnate them women? Who remember that? Right, because they in a crisis too. Because they don't like nobody. And that's taking a toll. Because they don't like nobody. They gatekeeping their culture to their detriment. It's too homogenous. The part that I want to reiterate that really got me was him trying to speak for what's going on in China and all the stuff that the Chinese make. Who gonna tell him all the stuff black people have made that he uses every day? Who gonna tell him? Who gonna tell him? All the stuff that he would have to put down. Right. It's a gang of manufacturing plants that's not on the not in the originating countries. Japanese made cars and stuff like that, Toyotas and stuff like that. They have manufacturing plants in North America. What is he talking about? The thing I can't get over is why would you be upset? Could it be that you want to try to preemptively be upset with black people if and when we actually boycott y'all's businesses and that bottom line gets shook? Because even though the Target boycott did not result in Target folding, they lost tens of millions of dollars or more. You better believe that Target felt that. Because anytime you have, see, don't fall into, oh, it's a multi-million dollar, multi-billion dollar chain of stores, so they're not gonna feel it when their bottom lines get affected. Yes, they do. Companies like that, the bigger they are, the more they feel it. Because they sustain off of consistent performance quarter to quarter. And anytime those performances drop dramatically, somebody's head is gonna roll. Because once you start making a certain amount of money, you don't want to not make it. I don't care if you will still be wealthy. I don't care nothing about that. They don't like no money coming out of their pocket at all. Now think about all of the mom and pop Asian places, Chinese food place, beauty supply store, yada, yada, yada. Those are not corporations. Those are not corporations at all. They can't sustain a couple of weeks, a couple of months. They're gonna fold. They not making no millions of dollars. These are businesses where, you know what I'm saying, they own them like a small business. These are small businesses, neighborhood businesses that we are talking about. So if the black community just halfway, if the black community just halfway boycotted, like lazy boycott, we ain't gonna go in there as much. We cut half the time half the money we spend with you. That'll be devastating to them. You get to live in proximity to white people because of black people. Because that's where your money coming from. White people know that. The majority of your money that allows you to try to live in the same condo building that your master live in is funded by the beauty supply store you complain about. That's over there on 47. You complain about the nail shop that you got on 55th and the Dan Ryan. But that's the nail shop that sent all your kids to college, got you driving them nice cars and in that nice place. You don't want that nail shop losing no business. You're mad because Rick Chow got off. Black people felt the way about it, said, we might boycott y'all. And that was the response. You would have did better than don't say nothing. Because I tell you what, if you were an Asian run business that ran your business in the hood and you have good rapport, you treat people with respect, you don't be doing all that foolishness in the store, and you have loyal customers because you have good service, you probably are not likely to be affected negatively in the first place. Y'all think y'all got y'all money because of white folk. No, you don't. Y'all might actually need that lesson about the consumer's dollar, because most of y'all businesses are consumer businesses, direct to the customer. It's directly customer facing, storefronts and things and little restaurants and stuff like that. It's directly customer facing. If them customers don't walk through that door, you don't get paid. And that can be financial ruin to a small business. All they need is about a month or two of that. Oh, that's all they need. They're going to be scrambling because rent still due. The people they employ that might not be their family still. And even if if they been paying their family want that pay. Let that food that you bought sit there and rot because you can't sell it. You eat it. Since it's so essential, you eat it. So if and when we do decide we just not gonna patronize you, because listen, before I wrap this up, y'all chicken ain't better than our chicken. I don't even know why black people buy fried chicken out of China. I ain't never understood that. I have never bought fried chicken from a Chinese place. Never, ever, never, ever, never. I don't even know why black people gas them up like that. Why y'all gas them up like they chicken was good? Why y'all do that? We ain't even gonna talk about they can't compete with Harold's or Uncle Remus. They can't compete with none of the chicken shacks in Chicago. None of them. None of them. They can't compete with JJ's Chicken and Fish, Shark. They can't compete with none of them. None of them. Yeah, they got gassed up real bad. Now they think they know how to cook chicken better than us. No, you don't. Y'all do not know how to cook a 6-piece fried hard with lemon pepper and mild sauce. Y'all don't know how to do that. Y'all don't know how to do that. And that little MSG fried rice y'all be doing, we can make that. It's not even all that. It's not even all of that. It's not even complicated. The little Chinese food that they be selling us, it's not even complicated. It's not even complicated to make. None of egg foo youngs, even like the Mongolian chicken and beef, sweet and sour chicken, orange chicken, that stuff is not complicated at all. It's quickly done. If you want to do it real good, you buy a wok. They sell woks. Woks is purchasable at the store. They ain't got no ingredient we can't go to the store and get. Not one. I know how to cook Chinese food. You want an egg roll? All you gotta do go to the store and get you an egg roll wrapper. I tell you what's in an egg roll. Whatever meat you trying to get, if you want meat, chop it up real small, cook it first. Get a pack of egg roll wrappers, they cheap. Get you a bag of cabbage, because egg rolls is filled with cabbage. You can even so much as go get a bag of like coleslaw, like not frozen, like fresh. But it's better if you have like Napa cabbage and stuff like that. Go get some cabbage. You want a vegetable egg roll? That's all it is. Take that cabbage, fry it up, stir fry it a little bit. Put your little seasoning on that, white pepper, a little garlic, a little salt, just a little bit. It ain't even no soy sauce or nothing. Fry it up until it start wilting. Take your egg roll wrapper that you got prepared and laid out. Spoon the cabbage inside of it and roll it up. Before in order to seal them, it's egg wash. Beat you one egg, take a brush and go around the edges and fold them. Fry them, fold down in some hot oil. It take all of 2 minutes because you're only frying the egg roll wrapper until it's golden brown. That's all you're doing, because the inside is cooked when you put it in there. You cooked it. That's how you make an egg roll. It's not rocket science. It's simple. An egg foo young is an omelet. Please. YouTube University is free. The very people who cook the food the way you like to eat it is on YouTube right now with the tutorial of how to cook it. Sweet and sour shrimp and chicken is simple. The batter is easy. The batter is cornstarch and flour. That's all it is. That's how you get that batter to be that way. Thank you, Common Man said, white America won't allow Asians to move into their neighborhood to put a white mom and pop store out of business. That's been in that white neighborhood for 100 years. They won't last long. Exactly. Thank you, Terenza said, if our community stops buying into the deity shoe, aka swoosh Nikes, their sweatshops close down. Dries from their forehead from making all the counterfeit products. I'm tired, boss. Thank you again. So tell Mr. Wu Yu Fu Lin I said praise Buddha and seek silence. Thank you, Eddie. So I got 5 on it. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you, David, for your super sticker. I appreciate you as well. And thank you, Common Man, again, said 2 fried chicken legs, rice and gravy is a great fast food, and it's good too. There you go. All right, guys, I'm going to get on up out of here. I want to thank y'all for coming through, for rocking with me, for supporting me, and all of that. I'm going to wrap this up. So jump down in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Like, share, subscribe to the channel if you have not. Once again, I'm your host, The Crimson Cure, and this was my perspective. Bye-bye, Crimsonite.